Good morning, everyone. I'm Obie Young with the Florida Aviation Network, and we're here at Women in Aviation at the Marriott World Center, or World Center Marriott. And with us today at the Women in Aviation is
Captain Pam Perdue.
And Pam, this is like old home week to you because you started here back in the 90s, right?
That is correct. I'm originally from Houston, Texas, and my father was a Delta pilot, and early on I chose to come to school at Comair Aviation Academy up in Sanford, Florida. You probably now know it as L3. And so I got all my ratings there, and I went back to Texas. I did bring a nice young man with me back to Texas who was a native Floridian, born and raised in Orlando. We spent the next 20 years of our life living in Austin, Texas while my career progressed. I flew for American Eagle Airlines and was a captain there based in Dallas, and eventually got hired by Continental Airlines in 2001. And I've been at the company, now United Airlines, for 22 years. I've had the privilege of flying every Boeing aircraft we have, and currently am a captain on the 757 and 767 out of Houston, Texas. Ironically, 9 years ago, we decided to move back to Orlando because my husband's family is here, and that allowed me to reconnect with the Women in Aviation Central Florida chapter. They are an instrumental part of what I do here locally, and I've been a member of Women in Aviation since 2001. So I'm also here doing interviews and recruitment for United Airlines. I'm on the recruitment team and have been for 4 years. So this event is always exciting, and I'm happy to say hello to all the Florida aviation enthusiasts because we have a special thing here in Florida, and I'm really honored to be a part of it.
You know, speaking of Comair and L3 and all that, we do about 25% of all the pilot certification in the world in Florida, so it's a great place to fly. And believe it or not, it's not near as expensive here as it is in other parts of the world. Where do you go from here?
I have 9 years remaining in my career. Do you mean in the big term or just today?
Either one. It's your show today.
Today I'm going to be at the United booth talking to anyone who wants to talk about a career as a pilot at United Airlines. Long term, I'm going to stay at the airline for 9 more years. I'm going to be a captain on the 787 next, and that is the aircraft I hope to retire on. I love that aircraft. It has humidity, and as all of you know, in Florida, we love humidity, and it does make a difference physiologically when you fly a 14-hour flight to China. So that's my long-term career goal, and just to keep inspiring, supporting, and advocating for young women who are in aviation and young men, but I am definitely keen to expand the horizons for young women in this field.
Now, you said you were working with Central Florida Women in Aviation chapter.
That's correct.
And y'all have got an event coming up pretty soon, Girls in Aviation.
Yes. Girls in Aviation will be in conjunction with Women in Aviation International's date in September. And last year we had it out at the Kennedy Space Center. We got to tour SpaceX launch pad, and we really do a great Girls in Aviation Day. We had 10 different stations where the young women learned about rockets. They learned about fire services on the field. They learned about commercial aviation, military aviation, EMS, and rescue services with helicopters. So we hope to do the same this year.
And I remember last year the gal who was in charge of the FAA Space Launch Program was giving the speech there. It's amazing. Not everybody has to fly in aviation. There's many different fields you can do.
Absolutely.
Some of those fields you'll be talking about at your booth also?
At the Girls in Aviation Day?
At the booth today.
Oh, at the booth today, I will be specifically talking about piloting. But we do have people there from Tech Ops to talk about becoming airframe power plant mechanics for us. We have people there to talk about the digital aspect of our careers. There's a whole department of digital innovation at the airline. We have people there on behalf of human resources to talk about any number of the fields United Airlines offers. We're a big company.
Thank you so much for sharing the information, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
All right, thank you.
I'm Obie Young with the Florida Aviation Network. Blue skies and tailwinds. See you later.